Hey gents, today we're taking a look at my fix number 2 from Stitch Fix. This one, I'm mostly looking at seeing what they did to improve my clothing box based on my recommendations from my original box. If you want to learn more about Stitch Fix, I covered it way more extensively in my original video. I'll link to that up above. Today we're going to be taking a look at the clothes that I got, the recommendations that they made. I'll show you some of the styles. And on top of that, I know that quite a few of you have ordered Stitch Fixes from my last video, so if you do have some feedback, I'd love to know if that worked out for you. If you want to support the channel and you find this video helpful, please use my referral link below. That supports the channel, lets me know that this is helpful, and lets them know you came from me. So with that being said, let's get in. I'll give you a quick overview of Stitch Fix if you don't feel like going back to my previous video. Stitch Fix is different from most of these clothing subscription services because it is a pay-for-what-you-keep model. The other services like 5-4 Club, Trinity Butler, Fashion Store, Bombfell, they all have a fixed monthly rate that you pay, like $60, $65 a month. They send you $120 worth of clothes, and then you just keep whatever you get. There are a lot of nuances between those, and I've been diving into those to give you some more information. But Stitch Fix has a highly personalized recommendation engine. You go through quite an extensive process to tell them what kind of patterns and styles you like and your sizes. And a key part of Stitch Fix is not only is it flexible about when you receive the boxes, so you can say if you want them every other month, every 3 months, every month, but you can also set the prices that you want to pay for the clothing. So you are getting a customized box each month, and you're saying what you want to spend on certain items as opposed to just getting a box full of stuff and having to keep it, which is what you get with these other services. Now there is a $20 styling fee that you pay in order to get the Stitch Fix box, and then anything you keep, you get a credit onto something else. So last time I got a pair of Scotch and soda pants that were $125, but when I ended up keeping them, they only charged me $105 to essentially give me the credit back on there. Based on this description, they got it pretty good on the type of brands that I like to wear, the type of styles. They have some jeans in here for me and a bomber. And so regardless of whether I keep all these items or not, it's just great to try these on and understand what else is out there on the market and different ways to wear them. I kind of skipped over this. This is the bag that you put all the stuff in that you don't want to keep. You just drop it in the post box and they send it back. Your box will also have this price sheet and itemized list of what you received and what you can keep and what the price is, so you have full flexibility and visibility into what it is. And then also all of these prices, like I said, I set what I would be willing to pay for each of these items. So I'm fine with getting a shirt that's $98, I'm fine with getting a jacket that's a little bit higher. But as my wife had pointed out in my previous video, for her, when she was getting maternity clothing through Stitch Fix, which is a great service, she had only set $30 for a maximum. Her stylist catered to that need for her. So we'll get into the box now, we'll see what I have, we'll talk about the styles, I'll try them on, and then I always like to get your comments and feedback as well. So we have this Scotch and Soda plaid shirt. I was a huge fan of the pants that I got from them last time. This is a premium brand. Original Penguin, this is the Heritage Slim Fit shirt. I think my feedback on the last one is that I needed slim fitting items, because I do have, at 6'4" and 170, I have long arms, small torso. I always have trouble buying pants and shirts, and so far they've catered pretty well to that. The pants that they sent me last time, I was very skeptical, but they've been some of my favorite chinos that I've actually kept and worn. This is a Thread for Thoughts hoodie. I'm not into the athleisure movement as much. I try to look a little bit more adult. I always like to try and raise the level of style in a room, and I barely ever find that to be the case with the hoodie. So this is Mavi jeans, 31, 34. These are always tough. 31, 34 typically are tough for me to find in stock at retailers, so even though some will carry them, usually they're not in store, you have to order them online. So I'm always happy to find a pair of jeans that work, although I've been opening a ton of them on the channel, so if there's any reason I don't keep them, it's because I've been opening them all for you guys. And then this is our wool bomber. Quite heavy duty. Let's try it on. I'd say that overall Talita nailed it. If I was a hoodie guy, I would love this hoodie, but I've been trying to, if I need to wear a light jacket outside, I've been trying to get something like a bomber instead to almost, I don't want to say adult up my wardrobe, but I'm trying to adult up my wardrobe. So the hoodie is probably the only miss in this box. Scotch and Soda shirt. I actually ordered something almost identical to this from another shirt company on Black Friday. This type of pattern, this kind of red and blue check. I really like this shirt, so they nailed it not only on the brand but on the pattern. The original Penguin shirt, I really like the unique gray design on there. It looks very active and wavy, but it also fits very well. It's slim, long enough, and Original Penguin is a pretty strong brand. The jeans are certainly incredibly comfortable, but at $98, they're washed denim. They're not like a raw or a selvage. Not only have I opened a ton of jeans in the past week on the channel, which is why I probably won't keep these, but they're made in Turkey, and like a company that I just opened, Brave Star, on the channel, everything's made in America, and sometimes I like to choose things like that. And so the jeans are okay. The wool bomber is amazing. I recently opened the Everlane bomber. It's a filled bomber on the channel, and it'll now be a big competition between those two items on which one I take out. I really like the neck. I really like the wool collar on this one, the way that it looks. It harkens to those leather motorcycle jackets that you typically see with the big wool collars on the outside. This thing feels incredibly warm and comfortable. And if you want to change the style up too, you can remove the collar as well, and then you just have a regular looking bomber here. So whether it's a stylistic choice or a warmth choice, you have two different options and two different looks to go with this bomber. Feels nice and premium. At $198, I'd say it's about accurately priced. There you have it, gents. That's my second Stitch Fix. Not only will they give you recommendations on how you can wear the items you get, but they'll help you try and keep your style based on what you like and what you want to pay. So I think it is one of the best clothing services out there right now, and I've tried almost all of them at this point, and I stand behind that. I hope if you try them, you have just as much success as I have in my past two. But keep in mind, if you get your first one, it's not really what you think. Give the feedback to them. When you get your second one, then they'll make it even more spot on. If you have any questions about the company, my channel, my box, anything else, comment below, or you can reach out at @the_Cavalier on Twitter and Instagram. I always do my best to answer. If you do decide to try it, please use my link. That helps support the channel and keep videos like this coming. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, all that other stuff. And until next time, gents, this is the Cavalier. Should I go with a tie? I don't know. I feel like if I'm talking about tuxes, I should at least look well put together here. Navy? Navy on pink? Just a quick knot. I should do it. All right, I'll go with that.